Start recording. All right, that started. So far, so good. Now let's try live on Facebook. I don't know if that's happening. Let's try again. It's kind of moving slowly. The computer was moving slowly yesterday too, so in the evening. Okay, let's see. All right, now let's try. Oh, maybe that's what that circle's about. That it's going to give me live on Facebook again, because it hasn't shown up yet. So let's see. Okay. Okay, good. Starting. Now the title of today's show, Harmony and Peace. As I was writing it last night, I was thinking, oh, I should change that. Peace and harmony, that's what people are used to. But then I realized the reason that I was given harmony and peace is because this path of harmony, which is created by using one rule, is a path to peace. And peace actually was the first thing I thought of when I thought about a topic for today. Because during the weekend, I went to a couple of events connected with peace. One was with the Women's Federation for World Peace, and the other was sort of connected with the Universal Peace Federation. So that concept of peace was strong in my mind. And I kind of have okay. I kind of have a different idea. A lot of people who are involved in in the peace movement are focused on governments, countries, laws. And of course, that's critical. But my focus is on helping create peaceful citizens, people who know how to create peace. And that's just what they do. Okay, so I'm going to screen share, even though there may be a guest today. We'll see. Okay. Because I have things I want to share with you today. All right. Let's see. We're going to start with one of these. This is something that came recently. I was asked a question, and this was my answer. Okay. During this morning's Zoom show, I had a revelation. The reason people seem to want conflicting things is because, to some degree, one or more of them is not completely in harmony inside themselves. Using the one rule gets you to harmony. In the state of harmony, what one wants is in harmony with what everyone else in harmony wants. That understanding is what came to me. Then, since I was going to be sharing this concept at the request of the person that asked me the question, that was Leslie Rigney, who's the executive director of, well, it used to be Las Vegas chapter of the Universal Peace Federation, but now it seems more than that. Getting to agreement. We are each important. That is the critical understanding. That is the critical result, even of the one rule. And when you're starting out with, well, actually, just about any time, you start with what you want, because that's what you know. You don't necessarily know what the other person wants. That's up to them to share. And then you find where the harmony is. And then it also can help to realize that you're already using the one rule. And then you make sure you really like the possible solution. That is one of the responsibilities of everyone using the one rule, is to make sure that they really like the possible solution. And then follow-up you can do, but as long as everyone knows that keeping in a good frame of mind about this, like if you slip out of it, to bring it up, tell the other people that something needs to shift. But if you have a follow-up plan that can help, make sure that that it's working well for everyone. One of the fears about getting to agreement is that people think it is rare. They think that it is hard and someone has to lose out. Finding harmony with kids is one good way to bring yourself into harmony. So you get to feel the blissful feelings of inner harmony, and those are real, I will tell you. I say finding harmony with kids is a good way to find inner harmony because it has been my experience that kids find harmony quickly. They tend to live in harmony with their developmental blueprint, which is guiding them to create the adult they are becoming. I have found that when kids are happy with a solution and you're happy with the solution, you are in harmony. So that was the first thing I wanted to share with you. Let's see. Then I decided this is something that came about, and I've included it in my most recent training on the one rule. It's friendly parents, happy kids. And this is one of the lessons, and I will share it with you today. The lessons are brief. Just follow the rule. During all the years I worked with kids, I was able to create harmonious relationships with them. I decided that the reason for this was that I was always respectful to them. And I used the 108 respect tools, skills, and strategies. One night I was wondering whether someone would really have to learn all the 108, that's the name for short, to be able to create harmony with the kids in their life. I was feeling discouraged. It seemed like an unlikely thing that someone would take on this task. Even the 7 steps to harmony seemed like a lot for someone to take on. Even the children shortened this process. I thought about the step that I always emphasized called eliminate. If someone doesn't like a possible solution, it is not considered a possibility. Then I asked myself, what is the least that someone has to know and do to be able to do what I can do to create a respectful relationship with kids? The rest is the story of the one rule. Tonight, another aspect came to me, one that hasn't been discussed in any detail. I think I've mentioned something about it, but I want to explore it. You don't have to know much about relating with kids in a harmonious way. You don't have to know how to speak with them. You don't have to know how to treat them. You don't have to know how to be fair or respectful or kind. You just have to follow the rule. You don't even have to know how to introduce the one rule to kids, though it can help. But even if you just say, from now on, when we have any problems, we're going to find solutions that we all like, or both like, if it's only you and a child. Then you only have to do it. Why would you want to do this? Personal reasons. You do not have to force kids to do things or not do things anymore. That's a relief. Your time and energy can go to what you like instead. It's empowering to you to be able to solve problems with kids quickly and easily. Those are just some personal reason ideas that came to me. Another reason benefiting kids. The one rule is the streamlined, easily accessible system based on the power of respect. It was my second major revelation The first was the invisible root cause of the problems that develop between adults and kids. The one rule is the perfect solution to that. Just using it prevents problems between adults and kids from developing. Okay, I just had a thought that I wanted to share with you, that if you become a member, and the cheapest membership price at the moment is $1.99 a month. Then it goes on from there, depending on, it goes up from there, depending on whether a Facebook group's involved, or a weekly call, or even coaching. Okay, individual coaching, by the way. Okay, but this information is there. All the Power of Respect 108 tools, skills, and strategies, all that information is there. The invisible root cause of the problems, that's there too. All right, let's go on to the next thing. This is a slideshow I created for one of my weekly shows. Wow, good. But it was quite some time. Okay. The one rule keeps peace in the family for you. When I started working on today's slideshow, I thought I understood certain things, but as I worked, more was revealed. Recently, there have been questions and concerns that using the one rule might not work. I understand where these concerns come from. After all, it is such a different approach than parents are in charge. Not only that, it is so simple. How can something that simple work? It just couldn't be that simple. And since it is so simple, it must not really work. It's got to fail. It doesn't make sense. Although I really want everyone to adopt the one rule when relating to kids from birth onward, by just adding it to whatever way they parent now, I do understand the concerns, and I'm going to do my best to address them today. When I was first introduced by 3-year-old children to what I now call the one rule, I told them, to help them understand what I wanted to help them do, that they were each important. Then I pointed to each of them and said, you are important, and you are important. They could agree with that. One little girl's awareness expanded to realize that they were both important. I saw it as her eyes lit up. I now realize that her eyes may have lit up because she thought of a solution. However, before thinking of the solution, she had to accept that the solution had to be something that they both liked. Until now, I've believed that her eyes lit up because she expanded her thinking to accept that both of them were important. Of course, that may be true. However, it is only now that I've come to realize that whether that is true or not, by following what is now known as the one rule, she found a peaceful, harmonious solution, a solution that was enjoyable for both of them. That is true for anyone who uses the one rule. There may be more than one peaceful solution. but it has been my experience working with kids that there is always at least one agreeable solution. No one has to believe that they are important or that the other person is important. But when a solution is discovered that all involved truly like, so they can agree to it, they are acting in peace. They are peace in action. This is built into the one rule. Okay, I need a little water. Even if people's awareness does not expand. Oh, I pushed the button and I thought it went on. They also get to feel good about themselves and their life. They are happy with the solution. It may not be the solution they originally thought of, but they like it anyway. That is why they agreed to it. Think about how you feel when things are going the way you want them to go. You feel good, right? Another thing I mentioned to those first two little girls was that they both deserve to have what they want and that we were going to figure out how to do this. This is the main thing that people have trouble with. This is why people have trouble believing that the one rule works. They want something and someone else wants the same thing. Like the little girls both wanted to swing on the same swing, the only swing available. I need to say something here. I'm not sure if I mention this later, but I might, but just in case. Okay, people could want the same thing, or they want things that seem like they're conflicting. Okay. Whatever the situation, it seems that there is no way that both people could have what they want. They think that they have to give up on what they want, or the other person does. That is the most common outcome. That is what people are used to. It's hard to realize that there is a peaceful solution. It's hard to accept a possibility that seems so uncommon. I just realized that when I promised, I vowed to never force my children to do what they did not want to do. I put myself in the perfect position to be open to peaceful answers. Peaceful solutions require that everyone involved agrees. This does not mean that they just say they agree, but that they fully, truly agree, because that solution is something that they like. So I have been using the one rule for at least 38 years. For most of those years, it was called the power of respect, and there were 108 respect tools, skills, and strategies I used to make it work. That's why I know I've found a true solution, mighty enough to stand on its own. One rule. In case some of you don't know, the one rule came into being one night when I wondered if people would actually have to learn the 108 tools, skills, and strategies I'd used to create respectful relationships with the kids in my life. That night I asked myself, of the 108, what is the least that people need to know to be able to raise happy kids? The one rule was my answer, and that one rule is powerful enough to create peace between parents and kids, and powerful enough to be your fail-safe in your intention to raise happy kids. The one rule is peace in action. Here are a couple of examples of how the one rule can ensure happy kids and peace between adults and kids. My youngest daughter and my 6-year-old grandson were visiting. The one rule had just taken on its name. As I was explaining the process to them, my daughter used the word agreement to explain the process in one word. I liked it. I use it. It seems appropriate that the one rule has a one-word description. My grandson liked to watch TV and YouTube video cartoons. My daughter did not really want him to do that, especially as much as he wanted to. One time when he asked me to set up my laptop for him, I told him that I felt uncomfortable doing this because his mom did not feel good about it. I wanted to work this out with her too. He thought about this briefly and suggested that he and I play cards. So we did. We had fun. So here, all people involved were honored. Peace was maintained. Everyone felt cared about. Another example is from someone I coached on the one rule. One issue she had was feeling uncomfortable, always buying her 5-year-old daughter things every time they went to the store, especially when her daughter was not behaving in ways she liked. She came up with an idea that they all liked. She made a chart of behavior that she liked. Her daughter could earn money for those behaviors and buy her own things. Her daughter liked earning money, and the parents liked the behavior. Here again, all people involved were honored, peace was maintained, and everyone felt cared about. So I hope you'll join me in the movement to help kids grow up happy and in peace. Use the one rule. Become an affiliate or a partner. Earn 50% commission. Share this with many, many more. The affiliate and partner program are part of the Happy Kids business launch. Starting now, join us. This is still in process. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Let's go on to the next. I decided I'll use an example. This was, actually someone came up with this name, the Guardian series. This is, I think, the third Guardian story. We'll start here. The Guardians were having their first online meeting. After their fundraising event with the PTSA, the Parent Teacher Student Association, there were too many new guardians to meet at Kathy and Timmy's. In the earlier stories, that's where they met. Besides, they were, that's another thing that you get as a member. If you join the membership site, you get all the Guardian series. Besides, they were all very busy. After the event, Kathy started giving classes online and in person for kids and parents. She was even going to be giving them to teachers and other staff at Timmy's school. And now she was getting requests from parents and teachers in other locations, even other towns, other states, and another country. The Guardians were her support staff. They coached kids who wanted more practice than they got in Kathy's weekly classes. Guardian Mitch was one of the first to speak up. I want some help. Could we focus on getting along with brothers and sisters today? Sure, said Pam. Does that sound good to everyone? Everyone agreed. So what's up, Mitch? Asked Jeff. Well, it feels kind of strange and embarrassing, but it's my family. Ever since I joined the Guardians, I've been having trouble with my big brother and sister. What kind of trouble, Mitch? Asked Jen. My brother's always saying that now I think I'm such a big shot. They both call me superhero. They say, "Ooh, here comes the superhero." It hurts my feelings. Let's break into working partners and see what we come up with, said Pam. Pam had sort of become the leader of the Guardians. It worked for her and everyone else too. She easily and naturally took the leader's position. Everyone was glad she did this. Having someone do this helped things go smoothly. Each team went into a private online space where they could figure out their demo. When they were done, they went back to the main online meeting space. After they were all back in the main meeting area, Pam asked, "Who would like to go first?" "We would," said Jeff and Elaine together. Of course, they are brother and sister. "Okay," said Jeff, "I'm the narrator, so I'll explain what we did. Then we'll do the demonstration. We decided that Elaine would be the one whose feelings got hurt. Okay, here's our demo. It really hurts my feelings when you call me a superhero. I wish you wouldn't do that. You are a superhero, aren't you? I mean, now that you're a guardian, doesn't that make you a superhero? No, I'm just a helper. And the way you say it is what hurts my feelings. It makes me feel bad, like you think it's a bad thing for me to do. Does it matter what I think? I guess it does. Well, I really do think you are a superhero. I was really surprised when I heard that you were a guardian. Maybe it's the way Mom told me about you joining. She said she thought I should do that too, and why didn't I join? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. You could join if you want to. I don't want to. That's the problem. It makes me feel like I'm not good enough because I don't want to help like you do. I'm sorry about that. I've learned during our coaching sessions that it's important to do what we want to do, no matter what other people think. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too for being in the Guardians. I just don't want to. Then it's good you're not. You might like to join the coaching for kids that don't want to be in the Guardians. What's that about? Well, we've learned something called the one rule. It helps us solve problems fast so that everyone feels good. Like we just did? Exactly like we just did. I think I'll check it out. Is it hard to learn? No, it's super easy. Do you want to do this on your own, or would you like a guardian to help you? I'll take the guardian's help. I still want to call you a superhero. That's okay now. It will make me feel good now. I just thought, maybe we do have a superpower. I think the one rule is our superpower. Now you'll have that superpower too. That's our demo, said Jeff. Great, said Pam. Next. I'll go next, said Lacey. The rest of you are in the family meeting. So I figured out one on my own. Okay, said Pam. This is the first thing I thought when I heard your situation, Mitch. This is just going to be me playing you and working things out in myself. I made some notes so I don't forget. I wish I didn't get so upset when my brother and sister tease me. I wonder why it hurts my feelings. I just remembered something. It was something new we learned at our last session with Kathy. What was it? How did it go? Oh, yeah. It's not up to other people to make my life better. It's up to me. If I want to have things go better, I need to have better self-talk. Instead of getting upset when they call me a superhero, I could ignore them, or I could say, thanks. I could actually feel good that they call me a superhero. I kind of am. I help kids every day. I help kids stay safe. And with the one rule, I help them feel good about themselves and their life. Oh, yeah. Kathy also said for us to think mostly about things that make us feel good when we think them. I'm going to do that starting now. And when anyone says I'm a superhero, I'm going to feel glad and maybe even thank them. That's my demo, said Lacey. Awesome, Lacey, said Pam. Now we'll do the family meeting demo. I'm the mom, John is the dad, Jen, Ken, and Timmy are the kids. So what's this family meeting thing about? Asked Dad. It's something I learned about in the Guardians. Guardians, guardians, guardians. Stop it, kids, shouted Mom. Go on, Mitch. Well, that's what this meeting is about. I'm tired of being teased for being in the Guardians. Stop that. So, what do you want to do about this? Asked Dad. I want to have a one rule session, all of us. What's a one rule session? Asked Mom. This is what I do with kids every day. I help them find a solution that they all like. Then they agree on that solution. So what solution would you like? I'd like them to stop teasing me. Now what? We decide if we all like that solution. If we agree that that is a solution that we all like, then we agree that that is the solution we want, and then we are done. This is dumb. That's enough of that. What solution would you like then? I just want to keep teasing you, superhero big shot. You're going to be in big trouble after we're done here. You always take his side. I'm always the one to get in trouble. He never gets in trouble. It's what you do that gets you in trouble, young man. Don't go blaming your brother. Let's at least see if we can find a solution we can all agree on. The kids at school do it every day. I guess I should have started by telling you what Coach Kathy told us about the one rule. We are each important. And then I point to each of you and say, you are important, and you are important, and you are important, and you are important, and I am important. I would have started with, I am important, said his brother. That's a good way to start too. Then she says that we each deserve to feel good. And now we're going to figure out a way for this to happen. Then we do. We find something that everyone likes. That's how we all get to feel good. So far, we've had 2 ideas, but not everyone likes the ideas. I'd stop teasing you if Dad would take me, only me, when he goes fishing. That sounds like a good idea, son. Wait, I want to do something special if I'm going to stop teasing too. I want to help you, Mom, figure out the menus for the week, and I want to help with the shopping and fixing the food. What about cleaning up and doing the dishes? You want to help with that too? Sure. Well, let's give it a try. So you're going fishing with Dad, and you're going to help Mom with the food, and you're both going to stop teasing me about anything, right? Right. Mom, Dad, does all this sound good to you too? Yes, son. You've done a great job here tonight. Yes, you really are the guardian of our family. It seems like things are going to be better than ever. That's our demo, said Pam. Thanks, guys, said Mitch. You've given me great things to think about. You've really done a great job here today, said Coach Kathy. I took lots of notes. I'll do a quick review. In the last demo, you saw an example of working with your whole family and using the 1 rule. Now you might understand more of why your brother and sister were teasing you. Maybe they both do want special attention from your parents. You saw how important it is to tell everyone in the beginning that they are each important and point to each one saying, you're important, and they each deserve to feel good, and that you are going to find out how to do that. After that was done, everything shifted and the family found a solution fast. So working with your whole family is an option. Or you could just figure it out in your own mind like Lacey did. That's just as useful. Finding and maintaining your own feel-good space inside, thinking the thoughts that help you do that. Maybe you could take a look at her notes if that would help you. Or you could talk with your brother, like the demo with Jeff and Elaine. There might be something you can work out with him that could solve the whole situation. So, Mitch, how do you feel now? I don't feel so lost, and I sure don't feel embarrassed, said Mitch. I know there are many ways I could solve this. I feel more hopeful. You know that if you need one of us to help you, just ask, said Pam. Thanks, all of you, said Mitch. You've been a lot of help. I'm sure that by our next meeting, this will be fixed. That sounds good, Mitch, said Pam. Is that it, Kathy? Does anyone have anything else? I'm done, said Kathy. I just want to say you all did a great job. You're great guardians. I am proud to have you on my team. We'll meet again next week, said Pam. Have a great week, guardians and Coach Kathy. Thanks for being here. Okay. There was someone who was going to come on, but she got the time wrong. All right, let's see. No. I'm going to send her a message and see if she would like to come on. All right. We'll see what's going to happen. In the meantime, I can, let's see. Oh, this is blocking it. I'm going to stop the share. And okay. All right. Now we're going to get back to we'll start a new screen share. Okay. She's busy right now, so. Now we're going to end this with at least one story. I do like the stories. Hmm. Okay. I was going to start with the first one, but since it's since it didn't show up that way, I'm going to take advantage of this and see when a story comes up that I feel like sharing. This is going to be the friendly parent. Okay. Now, this situation could result in, I haven't read this story for a long time. So this situation could result in, it's already resulted in some problems for the son and could result in more of a breakdown with the father. So we can do this. Let's see, actually, that made me think of another one, which I have shared sometimes. Let's see. I wonder if this will allow me. Yes. Because there is a story. I don't want to read any of those. And I love this story, but I'm not going to read that. This is the one I thought of. This popped into my mind. So we'll do that because this is an example of finding harmony, creating peace. Okay. It's called Starting with an Attitude. Jeremy, I need to talk with you. What did I do wrong this time? You didn't do anything wrong. Did I say you did something wrong? I thought that was the only time you wanted to talk to me. Cynthia is starting to get upset with her son. She hates it when he talks to her this way, but she doesn't want to start this new approach off on the wrong foot. She doesn't think it would be very respectful to tell him to keep his attitude to himself, so she controls her first impulse. Jeremy, I just want to tell you about a class I'm taking. I think you'll be interested. A class? I thought you had all the answers, Mom. You're the authority. What do you need a class for? Jeremy, please don't. I'm tired of fighting with you all the time. That's what I need a class for. I want us to get along. It's kind of late for that, don't you think? I know what you mean, Jeremy, but I hope not. I hope not. I don't have much faith in this class of yours, Mom. I can't imagine that a class is going to change our great relationship. I just want to tell you that I don't want to fight with you anymore. I'm sick of it. Yeah, well, I've been sick of it for a long time, Mom. I'm out of here. For several weeks, Cynthia doesn't mention her class. She also doesn't fight with Jeremy, at least not much. When she finds herself fighting, she leaves the room. One day, as she's leaving the room to keep from fighting with him, Jeremy says, "Hey, Mom, you were right about your class. You really have stopped fighting with me. I didn't believe you would really do it. What is this class anyway?" Through her patience and persistence, Cynthia earned the beginning of Jeremy's trust and respect. By improving one aspect of their relationship, she has laid the foundation stone for a more satisfying relationship with her son. She has laid it true and strong. Now they can work together to build the rest. And as long as they keep up with the one rule, they will do it. Okay, let's see. Now I want to share this. Last time I didn't get to. Because technical difficulties. Yeah, somehow the website did not give the changes that I made. So to get here, I will show you. Because if you don't have a direct link, you won't get here, but you can get here easily. If you go to the home page, which is www.happykidsco.org, then you'll get to the home page. There. And I've realized, in a way, the one rule, the concept, because we're each important, is the essence of it. That's why all of this is done. Okay. Now here, oh, okay, I was going to show you the membership, because here I was going to say you could sign up just to get on the mailing list. If you scroll down, you can do that. But since this computer is acting like this, I'm not going to scroll down because I don't know what's going to happen. And so you click on this. There are other things here too, which I'll show you. Let's move my little picture here. Oops. Well, they're on every page. There's a lot of information on the contact. You'd think it might just be contact, but it's not. There's links to all the social media that I'm connected with. Here's how you can check out the magazines. There are 4 of them so far. Here's how you can get to my blog. Here's how you can get to my YouTube channel. And there's a podcast based on my YouTube channel, but it's a different place. It's just audio. And here you can read the endorsements. I have another one that I'm going to be putting up soon. Okay. Friendly parents, happy kids, memberships. You're going to want this. It feels good. This is the basic one that I mentioned, basic and discounted. It's only $1.99 a month. And I'm going to show you. Now here, if you want to join for a year, it's only $22. Then you don't even have to think about it again. This is going so fast. Okay, the basic plus is when you have the Facebook group. I wanted to show you somewhere. Anyway, there's a number of levels. Oh, here. Good. All right. This is, okay, the basic discounted is for, well, it's for anybody who wants to get the discounted. The regular price is $9.99 a month, or $99 for the whole year. So I'm going to show you, oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to find out. Well, I guess it's good I know about it. I wanted to show you the list. I wanted to show you the current list. Oh my goodness, it's time. Stop the share. I didn't know it went so quickly. Anyway, you can see there's a variety of ways to become a member. So I wish you all a great week, and I hope you enjoy using the one rule, and that it brings more harmony and peace into your family. See you next week.